Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Trinice Sabine, and I have an interesting topic. It's nothing new, but a very interesting topic. I am a entrepreneur, small business. I have a jewelry business. I love beads. Beads make me happy. Hopefully, I didn't infringe on someone's trademark or copyright, but they do. They just make me happy. But I have, again, a small business. I sell jewelry and beads and more. And I noticed some years back that the trend was, or was building to be a trend, that in order to get your jewelry, notice people were outside. Not every event is outside, but I'm just going to reference to outside. So if you hear me say it one or two, three, four, five times, roll with it. Roll with it. So with that being said, once I finally got in on the trend, I found myself at every event. That's because I hadn't done my research. I just wanted to be in to get some sales. But as I was in these events, I realized I was the odd woman out. You go to an event, majority of them are foodies. You don't know that until you get into the venue. Majority of the people are foodies. It would make no sense for me to be there to sell jewelry, but of course I'm going to stick it out because I paid the money for it. And then I've gone to events where there's health and wellness. And again, it just felt like the odd man out, just didn't feel right. So after doing my research, I realized that now at this point, there are only a few events that I do regularly throughout the years. Summers, I take the time off because here in Vegas, the summers are a freaking beast. We know how the summers are. Winter, I find that a lot of people are not doing a whole lot of shopping. But here's my issue. Now that I fine-tuned the markets that I attend, I find that locals don't spend a lot of money on certain things. And I think to myself, okay, yeah, you can only have so many beaded bracelets, necklaces, and things. So that's why I offer more than just necklaces, bracelets. I offered small beaded novelty, specialty items. But the funny thing is, locals don't spend money on that type of stuff. And so they will pass me by. And then it's like, oh, they act like they don't even see me. First of all, I know you see me. I know you see me. I'm 5'10". My display is, and my props, my tablecloth, everything is black, which is something that you don't see when you are out at these events, or even when you see them on social media and people post up their content. You never see black. So I know you see me. So I know you see me. I'm 5'10". I know you see me. And people can spend their money any way that they so choose, but it is ultimately frustrating when you've spent hundreds of dollars to be at said event for you not to even get back the money that you spent for the event, the time that goes into it, the tent that you put up, the table, the props, and then you have to tear it down. Then you end up paying taxes at the end of the night. There are so many things that go into being outside. It is so many things. There's an event that I do the first of every month, and I find that on top of locals, the demographic is age category between, I want to say, maybe 17 and 23. There's a huge demographic. It's almost as if since the malls are closed, then this is their new outlet for them to hang out, which is totally fine. There's security there. There's hopefully no BS that could potentially happen. And if it does, then it's, mediated pretty quickly. But they're not spending that kind of money for, said items. And so, I'm next to a vendor who's doing very well, and there's no jealousy. Everybody's got something completely different. Even if 10 people were selling the same thing, we all bring a different twist, something special to it. But the person to my left, person to my right is doing amazing. And I'm standing here and I'm like, okay, first of all, they pass me by because they can see out of the peripheral that that's not what they want, but they don't understand the value of what I offer. It is the quality of the beads that are purchased. It is the workman, the craftsmanship that goes into putting this together. Some things don't even see the light of day for, literally weeks, sometimes months, because I want to make sure that when I put it out there, people know that it's time tested and true. You know what I mean? And then the price points. I'm not seeing people anywhere from 22 to 23 buying $60, $70 bracelets. I get that. So it's like I'm trying to find, I know visually in my mind who I'm talking to, but trying to find said customer, I think I'm really in the wrong city. I think I'm in the wrong city. Summertime, I tend to do a little bit better because I have people who come to Vegas for specifically the summer. Summers have parties, pool parties, there's DJs, there's all kinds of celebrations here. I get it. So those people actually spend money a little differently than people in the fall and winter. I know it's really weird, but this is something that I've observed since I have fine-tuned the events that I go to. I fine-tune and I start to pay attention as to what's happening specifically for me. But the topic came to mind because I wanted to put it out in the universe to find out if anyone else has experienced this, and not necessarily because of the display, not necessarily because the color of skin. I don't want it to even be about that. But I was trying to make a point that I'm 5'10", I'm Black. I know you see me. I know you see me. And then on top of that, I stand the whole event. And I'll be dead tired at the end of the event. But ultimately, I want to know if any of you who do vendor shows outside experience where, you have those days where people completely pass you by, the demographic is completely wrong. Even after you've done your research, you realize, you spent $200 in time and you don't even you don't even break even. How do you feel after said event? Because sometimes it makes me feel like, why am I even here? But I can't let that get in my head and break my spirit because, I just happen to be, that weekend happened to be, well, hey, this particular demographic was different than what I have seen in past events. But sometimes it gets really hard. I'm human, you know what I mean? And you go out with the hopes of being able to connect with people, to create communities. So then, therefore, you have feedback and you have, someone that may be even a repeat customer who may even pay it forward. You have different reasons why you're out there. But again, sometimes it crushes your spirit. So I want to know if you've experienced it. How do you feel? How do you get past it? Let's talk about it. With all of that being said, if you've ever experienced those feelings, how do you work around it? Once you've implemented what you're going to do different, what was the outcome? Does it work for each event thereafter? Is it something that you just end up fine tuning for each event? Do you do the same events, every month, every other week, however you do your events? I'd like to know because I'm open for, opinion, not opinion, open to some different options, different way of thinking about things than what I normally have or am thinking about. So again, I would love to have this conversation. Jump in the comments, feel free. Keep it cute. That's all I can say is keep it real cute. And I apologize for the glare. I broke my phone last week, and in my mind, it's like, I know the 25, I have an Android, the 25 is coming out next year, and I didn't want to spend $300 fixing the screen. So I put a screen protector on, not thinking at the time, I just wanted to be able to use my phone. Yeah, and I put the screen protector on, and now it covers the actual camera, so you will see a glare reflection. So if you can work past that and around that for about a month, I appreciate you more than you even know on many different levels, not just because of the glare that you see, but because of the feedback that you're about to drop and the community that we're about to create. So what I want to say to you is thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching it to the very end. Hey, like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Like this video. Tell a friend, bring a friend. Let's be friends. Hook this friend up. I'll see you next time.